This presentation, entitled Retention Issues, is brought to you by the Illinois Adult Education Service Center Network. Learner retention, or persistence, in adult education classes is an important issue for ESL and ASE GED programs in Illinois and in the United States. After first defining retention, we will examine why students leave adult education programs. Finally, we will turn our attention to strategies for improving retention. Two terms are generally used to describe learners continuing in or leaving an adult education program: retention and persistence. The difference is in perspective. Retention takes a view of the program's ability to hold on to students. Persistence looks at a student's own decision to stay or go. The factors that play a part in a learner's decisions to persist, and to what degree, are complex. Adult learners leave programs for many reasons, often ones beyond the teacher's control. Although it is important to motivate your students to stay, don't take it too personally when they leave. Don't be upset with yourself or with the adult learners themselves. Sometimes they leave for reasons beyond their own control. They may return later. Right now, I would like you to think of some reasons why an adult learner might leave a program. Please pause this video and write down those reasons on the Retention Issues handout. Determining why students leave a program is an important step in addressing learner retention. While various categories of reasons for leaving are possible, we will focus on these three: programmatic, instructional, and personal. Programmatic factors are those relating to the structure or policies of the adult education program. Instructional factors encompass circumstances in the classroom. And finally, personal factors are the individual issues and situations in a student's life. Take a moment right now to review the list that you made in the box, Reasons Why Students Leave, on the Retention Issues handout. See if you can identify which category each reason fits into. It is important to note that some reasons may fit into more than one category, because each reason may be quite complex, having other hidden factors embedded within. Please pause the video at this time to complete this activity. Programmatic factors are those retention issues that relate to the structure or policies of the adult education program. They might include a class that is too large, or a class that does not meet the learner's needs. Sometimes there is a lack of support services, which might include transportation and/or childcare. Obviously, some of these factors are out of your control as an instructor. Nonetheless, it is important to be aware of the programmatic factors that affect student retention. Instructional factors are the circumstances within your classroom that you have control over. These are issues that you need to be conscious of. Your teaching style might conflict with a student's learning style. A learner could be bored with the activities that are being done in class. Another issue could be that a student might not feel like he or she fits in. The lack of opportunity to achieve success is another factor that affects retention. Finally, personal factors play a role in student retention. These are a student's individual issues and situations that interfere with them staying in a program. Sometimes a student has too many demands upon their time. This might include responsibilities at home and/or at work. Issues with transportation and childcare can also hinder a student's attendance. Some students enter an adult education program with a previous negative experience in the classroom and/or a low self-esteem. I now want to turn our attention to a discussion on how to improve retention. These are just a few strategies that you can use in your classroom to help improve retention. First of all, get to know your students. Using a student survey, find out what their interests are, their likes and dislikes, and also their goals. Building rapport gives you, the teacher, an insight into the areas a student might enjoy or be fearful of in your classroom. You can also incorporate a student's interests into your instruction. While we know that the classroom environment is vital to learner retention, it can be difficult to pinpoint the exact elements of instruction that make a difference. A structured and organized classroom allows a student to see their progress throughout the course. Structuring instruction to meet individual needs can enhance instruction. Some instructional strategies to try are integrated learning, small groups, problem-based learning, and cooperative learning. Fostering community in the classroom also promotes learner retention. Not only does this involve you getting to know your students, but also encouraging learners to get to know and value each other. A way to build a sense of community might be to promote student recognition, have a potluck, or invite a guest speaker into the classroom. Students who feel comfortable in the classroom have a greater sense of self-esteem and belonging. Any truly excellent plan for improving retention must include multiple strategies. Addressing learner retention and persistence happens at all levels of interaction with our learners. We wish you success in the classroom.